Good afternoon, Year 7. How are you all? Hope you all are fine. Welcome to Best Montessori Distance Learning e-portal. So once again, we shall start with the English class. Now, if you remember, in the last class we had done the chapter Fire in the Forest, in which I told you that there are different causes due to which there may be fire in the forests, due to which the fires are caused in the forest. It may be due to the negligence of the people, it may be due to the natural disaster, it may be due to any type of accidents. So we had learnt in the last chapter that there may be many causes due to which these disasters may happen. In continuation with that only, this is the second part of that chapter, Fire in the Forest, but the name of this chapter is Casualty. Casualty. Now, what is the meaning of casualty? First of all, let us discuss the meaning of this casualty. Casualty means something harm is caused to anything or any person, like somebody is dead or somebody has got some harm if harmful effects due to some natural disasters, or like nowadays corona is going on. Those people who are affected by corona, they have to face lot of difficulties, though they may recover, but they have to face many difficulties to overcome that corona. So casualty means it may be death also, or it may be any harmful in happening caused due to any mishappening or death of a person, like that. Casualty. Now, so let us begin with the chapter. The deer in the first passage were very lucky. They managed to escape. This passage, set in the Sundarbans, is about a baby river dolphin that meets with an accident in the river. Will it manage to survive? Read on and find out in this extract from Amitav Ghosh's The Hungry Tide. So, in the last passage, we had seen that the deer had faced that fire in the forest, and somehow, after so many difficulties, the deer was actually able to escape from the fire. But in this passage, we will be talking about a baby river dolphin, again a baby river dolphin, which who meets with an accident in the river. Now we'll read the story and we'll come to know that whether the baby river dolphin was able to survive or not. The tide was turning when at last Pia caught sight of a dorsal fin. It was a kilometer or so ahead of the boat, very close to the shore. So there is a girl, Pia, who is sailing in the sea or sailing in a lake, and she saw the tide was turning when at last Pia caught sight of a dorsal fin. She saw a dorsal fin. Dorsal fin means the fin on the back of a dolphin. So she saw a dorsal fin which was about a kilometer ahead of the boat. That was only about 1 kilometer far away from the boat. A quick read on the dolphin's position showed its location to be almost 20 kilometers southeast of Gorgonzola. Gorgonzola is the name of the place. So when she saw the dorsal fin, she came to know that these dolphins are about 20 kilometers southeast of Gorgonzola. This shows the location of the dolphins. When she put the binoculars back to her eyes, she made another discovery. The dolphin she had spotted earlier was not alone. It was accompanied by several others. They seemed to be circling in the same place, much as they did in the Gorgonzola pool. So, after that, she put on the binoculars on her eyes. Binoculars, what are binoculars? They are the instruments which are used to see the far away things. We can see the far away things which appear very small to the naked eye, but with the help of the binoculars, their size is magnified and they appear big to the naked eye. So the instrument or the equipment or the apparatus which is used to see the far away things, which we are not able to see clearly with the naked eyes, they are called binoculars. So when she put on the binoculars on her eyes, she came to know that the dorsal fin, with this dorsal fin which she had seen in the beginning, it was not alone. There were many other dolphins with that dorsal fin, means there was a group of dolphin which was circling in the same place as they did in the Gorgonzola pool. So I told you that Gorgonzola is the name of the place. So Pia has already seen these dolphins in the Gorgonzola pool, and she saw that how these dolphins used to encircle in one place only in that pool. In the same way, these dolphins were encircling in the same place here also along the shore of the water lake. She saw at a glance that the water was still at mid level, and a look at her watch told her that it was 3 in the afternoon. So the time was already 3 o'clock in the afternoon. She was conscious now of an excitement similar to that which she had felt when Fokir first led her to the dolphins at Gorgonzola. So she was excited that she will be able to see the same scene which she had seen at Gorgonzola at 3 o'clock. Fokir, who is Fokir? Fokir is the boatman who is Fouquet is the boatman who is sailing the boat. So she was very excited that she will be going to see the same scene of the dolphins which she had already seen at Gorgonzola at about this time. If several dolphins had congregated here at low tide, surely it could only mean that this was yet another pool and these dolphins were formed from another pod. What is a pod? Pod is a group of dolphins. A group of dolphins is known as a pod. So if several dolphins had congregated here at low tide, congregated means gathered or together. If several dolphins have gathered here at low tide, surely it means that there was another pool and these dolphins were making another pod. These dolphins were making another group. This seemed like the best news she could ever have, yet a glance at Fokir's face was enough to indicate that something was not quite right. There was a cautionary look in his eyes that put her on her guard. So she was very excited that she has seen a group of dolphins, she has seen a pod, and they all are gathered together. So she was excited that she is going to see a very good scene of the dolphins as she used to see at the Gorgonzola pool. But what she found? She saw a glance at Fokir's face. A glance at Fokir's face. She saw the Fokir's face and she came to know that something was not quite right. When she saw the expressions on the Fokir's face, she came to know that something wrong has happened. And there was a cautionary look in his eyes. Cautionary look in his eyes means that she should be very careful. She should take precaution because something was not quite right, means something had gone wrong. When the dolphins when the dolphins were just a couple of 100 meters ahead of the boat, she caught sight of a steel grey form lying inert on the mud bank. So when the dolphins means the boat was rowing, the boatman was rowing the boat, and when the boat came near to the dolphins, what Pia saw? Pia caught sight of a steel grey form lying inert on the mud bank. Pia saw a lining of the steel grey body lying on the bank of the river. Lying on the bank of the river. Mud bank. Mud bank means lying on the mud near to the shore of the river. Instantly she shut her eyes, knowing what it was and yet hoping it would be something else. Now she knew that what that silver lining means. She knew what that silver grey lining means. But still she did not want it to accept it. She closed her eyes and hoped that it should be something else. When she looked again, it was still there and it was exactly what she had feared. What she had feared? She had feared that one of the dolphins has died. Yes, so her fear was true. That steel grey lining which she had, the steel grey line lying on the mud bank, what she had seen was actually the dead body of one of the dolphins. The carcass of an Irrawaddy dolphin. What is the carcass? Dead body. Carcass means dead body. That was the dead body of an Irrawaddy dolphin. It is the name of the dolphin, Irrawaddy dolphin. A closer look A closer look brought yet another shock. What? So when now the boat was rowing, so they were moving towards that shore of the water bank. When they came closer to the shore of the water bank, they got another shock. And what was that shock? The animal's body was rather small, and she knew at once it was probably the newborn calf she had washed for the last several days. What was the shock? That the body which she was able to see was very small. What was it? Actually, it was the baby dolphin who had died. It was the dead body of the baby dolphin, and she was watching that baby dolphin since last few days, several few days. She was watching, she was having fun with that baby dolphin. So since last several days, its body appeared to have been deposited on the shore some hours before by the falling tide. So it appeared that her body had come to the shore with the falling tide. As you know that there are falling low tide and high tide. When the water is coming towards the shore, that is high tide. When the water is going back from the shore towards the sea, that is low tide. So the dead body of the dolphin must have been deposited on the shore some hours before by the falling tide. Now, with the water rising again, it seemed to be teetering on the water's edge. Teetering means just touching. So that body was just touching the water's edge because that was the dead body. It could not move. The falling water has brought the dead body to the shore. It was lying on the shore, but the water was coming and going. So that dead body was just touching the water's edge. Now, Pia's intuition told her that these dolphins belonged to the same port that usually congregated at Gorgonzola at low tide. So Pia had an intuition. She was not sure. She only had an intuition that these were the dolphins which used to get together at the Gorgonzola. The carcass explained the dolphins' departure from their usual routines. It seemed they were reluctant to return to their pool while one of their number lay dead in full view. So she had an institution that these dolphins were actually from the Gorgonzola pool only, and these dolphins they did not wanted to go back to the pool. Reluctant means go back. They did not wanted to go back. Reluctant means they did not wanted to go back to their pool. Why? Because one of their member, that baby dolphin, had died and it was lying on the shore. Pia had the sense that they were waiting for the tide to set it afloat again. So Pia had this intuition that these dolphins they were encircling in the same place only. So why they were encircling in the same place? Because they wanted that dead body of dolphin should be afloated in the water again tide, by the high tide. So this was just an intuition of Pia. What was the intuition of the Pia? She had an intuition that these were the same dolphins which were belonging to the Gorgonzola pool, and they did not wanted to go back to their pool because one of their members had died, and they wanted that the dead body of that member should be floated in the water again by the high tide. Looking down on the carcass, she saw that there was a huge gash behind the animal's blowhole where a large wedge of flesh and blubber had been torn out of the dolphin's body. So when she saw the looking down on the carcass means when she saw the dead body, what she saw? She saw that there was a huge gash behind the animal's blowhole. What is a blowhole? An opening at the top of the dolphin's head through which it breathes. So blowhole is an opening at the top of the dolphin's head through which it breathes, where a large wedge of flesh and blubber had been torn out of the dolphin's body. So she saw a wound. Huge gash means she saw a wound behind the animal's blowhole, and this large wedge of flesh and blubber had been torn out of the dolphin's body and because of that wound, flesh and fat of the body of the dolphin's body was coming out. The shape of the injury suggested The shape of the injury just suggested that the dolphin had been hit by the propeller of the fast moving motorboat. This puzzled Pia because she had seen so few such boats in these waters. So when she saw the injury, she just had this idea in her mind that she must have been stricken by a fast moving motor boat. But at the same time, she was puzzled also. Like why she was puzzled? Because she knew that in these waters there were very few such boats moving in these waters. It was Fouquet who suggested a solution to the mystery by sketching a peaked cap with his hands. Fouquet, now who was Fouquet? The boatman who was sailing the boat. So Fouquet suggested a solution to the mystery. Which mystery? Which Pia was thinking that these type of motorboats are very less in these waters. How this dolphin can be struck by this motor boat? But Fouquet gave a solution to this mystery. He just made a symbol of a cap. Cap like this. He made a symbol of a cap with his hands. She understood that it was probably some kind of official boat used by uniformed personnel. So when Fouquet made a symbol of cap with his hand like this, she understood that this must be some type of official boat which was used by some uniformed personnel. Uniformed personnel means government personnels, maybe from the Coast Guard or the police or even the forest department. Maybe those persons may be from the coast, they may be the coast guards, they may be the policemen, or they may be from the forest department. It had gone speeding down the channel earlier in the day, and the inexperienced calf had been slow to move out of its way. So these persons must be driving the boat in a very high speed, and this calf means baby of the dolphin, and this calf may not be able to move out of its way and must have got stuck with that motor boat. That is why she got injured and ultimately she died. Pia remembered how her heart had leapt when she first saw the newborn surfacing beside its mother, and she could not bear to look at the carcass any longer. Now Pia had seen this calf playing with her mother, so she was not able to see the dead body of this calf because she had already seen how lovingly how the mother was loving the calf and how both mother and this calf were playing together in the Gorgonzola pool, so she was not able to see the carcass any long. Carcass means dead body of the calf any long. She gestured to Fouquet to pick it up by the flukes while she took hold of the fins. And they both of them took up the dolphin. They both of them pick up the dolphin by the flukes and the fins, and between them they swung it back and forth a couple of times and then heaved out into the river. They both pick up the dolphin and then they threw that dolphin into the river. She had expected it to bob up again immediately, but to her surprise, it sank quickly from view. So, when they threw the dolphin into the river, she expected that the dolphin would float on the water. Bob up means float on the water. But she was surprised to see that the dolphin sank down into the water. It did not float on the water, but it sank down in the water. By the time Pia and Fouquet were back in mid river, the dolphins appeared to be dispersing except for one which seemed to be lingering in the wake of the boat. Pia had the sense that this animal was circling over the sunken carcass as the currents rolled it along the river bed. Was this the mother? There was no way of knowing for sure. So when they threw the dolphin into the river, all the dolphins they started dispersing from the shore. Those dolphins in the beginning of the story we had seen no that the dolphins were encircling at the same place. So when they threw the dead body of the calf into the river, all the dolphins began to disperse, except for one dolphin, which kept on encircling at the same place where they had thrown the calf. And why that dolphin was encircling at the same place? Maybe she was the mother of that calf. This is only an idea, an assumption. There is no way to know. There is no way how we can come to know that whether she was the mother or no, not. But since she was encircling at the same place where they had thrown the calf. So we assumed, Pia assumed that maybe she was the mother who was crying for her calf. Then all at once the dolphins sounded and disappeared. It was a little past 4 in the afternoon now, and the tide was flooding in. Pia would have liked to follow them, but she knew it would be impossible. So suddenly all the dolphins disappeared. Pia wanted to go, go after those dolphins and watch those dolphins, but it was not possible because it was already mm, above 4, means the time had passed. It was above 4 and it was the time for high tide. The currents which had favored them in the morning were now pushing powerfully against them. Even with two of them rowing, their progress was certain to be painfully slow. So the currents were high, the water currents were now high, so they would not be able to row very smoothly. They would not be able to row the boat smoothly. That is why Pia could not follow the dolphins and watch them, so they had to return to the shore. So this was the story. Now in this story also, now we can see that because of the high speed of the motorboat, the calf, the baby dolphin, could not move out of its way to survive, and she got stuck with the motorboat. Again here we can see that it was the negligence of the what? Human beings. Because they were driving the motorboat in a high speed. That is why she got stuck with the motorboat and got injured, and ultimately she died. So here also the casualty had caused due to the negligence of the human being. This story also depicts that accidents or the casualties happens due to the negligence of the human beings also. So we should be very much careful. Okay, I hope you must have understood the story year 7. Now, for the homework, I will be now, this is again the new chapter. So, for the homework, I will be giving you the same difficult words. You will be writing the meanings and make the sentences also with those difficult words to explain the meaning of those words. That words I will be supplying you in the reading material, and the PDF of the chapter will also I will also supply you. So please read the chapter, because reading is the most important part of your English literature. If you will read, you will understand. Read slowly, properly, pronunciation should be clear, then only you will understand. So, and please submit your homework on time. I have not received your last homework yet except 2 or 3 children. So please submit your homework on time and read the chapter, because reading is very important part of literature. Okay. So I'll be providing you homework also and the PDF file of the chapter also. Okay. Thank you, year 7. Thank you for learning on Best Montessori Distance Learning e-portal. See you soon in the next class. In the next class, we'll be discussing the question answers of this chapter.